My Hebrew brothers and sisters, the 12 tribes of Israel scattered all over the earth. Welcome back. This is your Moreh Yeshua Ben Uriah Israel, and we want to take this moment to say thank you for your likes and your comments, and thank you for your subscriptions. Thank you for your prayers. Appreciate it so much. Appreciate it so much. We're in Psalm 15, and we had two parts that have already been dealt with. We're going to deal with the third part now, which is going to be verses 4 through 5, and verses 4 and 5, rather. And so we're going to be talking. Remember, we asked you that you have your pens and pencils, some note papers that you can take some notes. Okay? All right. So we're in Psalm 15, and we're dealing with true worshipers. True worshipers. Now, in this verse, we're going to find the answers. Remember in verse 1, Psalm 15, verse 1, the question was asked, YAHUAH, who shall abide in thy tabernacle? Who shall dwell in thy holy hill? And then in verse 2, we begin to tell you those, the prerequisites, right? Right? Those who walk uprightly and those who, live righteously, and so on and so on and so on. It goes on. All right, so here in verse 4, it continues to answer the question, who shall abide in thy tabernacle and who shall dwell in thy holy hill? And based on what he's saying here, my brother, my sister, is that in verse 4, verse 1, he said, in whose eyes a vile person is content. In YAHUAH's eyes is content. But he honoreth them that fear him, or fear YAHUAH. All right? He that sweareth to his own hurt and changeth not. We want to look at some key words here, because in this verse we have vile, we have contempt, we have honoreth, we have fear, we have sweareth, and we have hurt. And so we want to consider each of these words. My brothers, my sisters, let me say this to you, that if we don't pay attention to these key words, we can, we'll just read and just pass over these, and the full meaning and understanding of what the word is missed, and we lose it, right? So we don't want to lose the meaning and the emphasis on these words. So we want to look at them, and we want to see them as they were written in the Hebrew. Okay? All right. Let us look at the word vile here. Vile. It says, in whose eyes a vile person is content. Okay, look at the word vile, because the word vile is a Hebrew word baza. 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 It is bet, Sadie, and hey. Of course, I always mention that it has the vowel markings, right? Okay, so this word means to be to despise or to hold in contempt, or disdain, despise, regard with contempt. And I talked to you about word endings. Like how we use in English, and I'm going to repeat it again, even though I said it several other times. I don't want to feel I'm trying to spoon feed you. But you remember we talk about like present perfect, past perfect, participle, so on, like a noun that is in past tense, and so on and so on. Okay, so here is a nifal, is one of the word ending. Okay, and it's like a part of a speech, right? And so he said, okay, to be despised, to be despicable, to be vile or worthless, to cause, to despise. And it is a primitive root, okay? And from the primitive root of the word is to disesteem or despise, disdain, contempt, to think or to scorn, or this is how YAHUAH view and see a vile person. Because you see, a vile person is a person who wants to hurt you. A vile person does not have any consideration for you. A matter of fact, he doesn't even think of YAHUAH. He probably, this person is a contemptible person, and he doesn't think well, and just like he look at you and he don't care about you, and he will destroy you. Is what a bad person is. Okay, look at the word contempt. Contempt and vile is basically the same Hebrew word. Okay, the same Hebrew word that's a ba'ashah. Okay, is the same Hebrew word is a ba'zah. Ba'zah. And so we're not going to go over that again. But the word really means despise, or to hold in contempt, or to disdain. Or, despise and so on. Okay, so that's what the word is. And contempt is, like I said, is same as the word vile. So we're just going to move on to honoreth. Okay, the word honoreth here is a kabad. Kabad. It's a key word in verse 4. So he honoreth those that fear him. Right? So to honor, the word here is a kabed or kabad. It's two words and they mean the same thing. It's just the shift of the vowels, under the consonants. Okay? And let me give you an example. Okay. Just say the kabad, right, is kaf, right? In the Hebrew letters are the consonant kaf, then beit, and then dalet. Okay, right. Just let me give you an example of how this works. So on the kabad, if you were going to say, put the vowels with the bet. Put the vowels. You want to link the two letters, like the kaf and the bet. You want to link them together. And okay, and you want to say kab. Then you will have a long sounding A as a vowel, right? And so it would be kab, right? And then if you want to link the bet, that's the letter, the consonants bet, to dalet, you'll have a short A, and you say bad, or kabad, bad. It would be a it would be a. So you see the difference here? Now when you come to the next word, which is kabe, it would have the same long A between the same long A sound as a vowel between the kaf and the beit. And the bait, right? You have the long sounding words there. But when you come to the bait and the bait and the dalet now, you will have a long sounding E. So where the B would sound like bed, now the E is taking on a longer sound like a bait. you know, so it's like a long sounding, you know, like saying B-A-D-E, right? Bade. So that's the word honored there is ka-bad or ka-bade. And it is to be heavy, to be weighty, or be grievous, be hard, be rich, be honorable. Is a word that has, you know, a variety of, you know, of other meaning. Okay, that one word have a, you know, variety of other meanings, and it will be honorable, to be glorious, to be like a burdensome. Something heavy is burdensome, right? To be honored. Let me say something to you. Let me say something to you. And this is an illustration, and my brothers, my sisters, don't stone me, but it just came to my mind. When you think about like the queen, right? So the queen or the king, you know, it doesn't matter. King or the queen, sitting on the throne, right? When she's on her throne, she doesn't dress the regular way. She doesn't dress the regular way. She dress what we refer to as kind of a heavy, right? Because she has her crown on her head, or his head, if you're dealing with a king or queen, his head or her head, right? Depends on who you're dealing with, right? Then they have the dress on. Then they have to have a thing, it's like almost like a robe, but it has the different insignias and different things on them. Those are things are heavy. Okay? Like, I used to be in Boy Scout, and I used to wear a lot of badges. Right? And so it made the shirt heavier than normally because it have all of these different things on it. When I was in the Georgia State Defense Force, I was serving as an officer. I was, a captain, right? I have to wear my belt. It has insignia on it. On my lapel, I have metals. Right? I have stripes. All of these things, my brothers and sisters, all of these things add up and make it heavy and make it weighty, and sometimes it becomes burdensome. You say, I can't wait for my duty to be over so I can go put on my regular clothing, right? But at the same time, when you have them on, you know, the other soldiers who are lower rank, they're supposed to honor you, right? They're supposed to honor you, right? So even though it may be burdensome, but you know, YAHUAH, he puts honor on those who fear him. Okay? And the kind of burdensome that this thing is not the same as a regular, ordinary thing. It's different. It's a different thing. Alright? And then listen to what he said here. Is to be heavy, to be insensible, to be dull, to be honored. And we talk about word ending again. So kabad or kabed is the word there. And to be made heavy, dealing with the ending, word ending, to be made heavy. To be honored. Enjoy honor. Be made abundant. To get oneself glory or honor, to gain glory, to make heavy, to make dull, to make insensible, to make honorable, to honor, or to glorify, to be made honorable, or be honored. And we continue with the word endings. you know, like hip heel or hip heel is to make heavy, make dull, make unresponsive, to cause to be honored. And there's another word ending that's called hithpael, and it's to make oneself heavy, make oneself dense, make oneself numerous, and make, you know, to honor oneself. Okay, so you know, some people take on to themselves and honor themselves, and, you know, make themselves more than what they really were. Okay, but this is where it is. All right. So the next word is fear. Look in the word fear there. He honoreth them that fear him. YAHUAH does that. Okay, Yahweh is a Hebrew word there, and it is Yod, Resh, and Aleph. And this word, my brothers and my sisters, is dealing with, you know, not merely afraid of someone. Okay, even that because it's used in a variety of application, you can also say that word also mean to be afraid of you. Okay, there's some people you know their reputation. You're afraid of them. You don't want to be around them, right? But in this case, it's talking about fearing YAHUAH. Okay, and if you fear YAHUAH, if you reverent YAHUAH, you know, I'm afraid of him in the sense that I don't want to do anything wrong. When I get caught doing something wrong, because he can punish me. That's being afraid. Okay, I can get punishment. Okay, I can miss out on a certain blessing. You know, so I want to honor him and you know, do what is upright, right? You know, he gives us the opportunity to fear, to do the things that is good. When we talk about fearing him, we talk about morally reverent. You know, afraid or fearful, okay, of his judgment, right? And look at the word there. Then he said, the person who swears by, you know, and don't turn back. You swear to do something in verse 4, you don't turn back, you want to do it. Is the word Shaba, Shin, Bet, and Ayin. And the word here is to swear to adjure, you know, to sworn. All right. The sworn is a participle. That's the count ending of the word. Okay. And the nifal ending is like to swear, to take an oath, to swear. You know, as when we talk about swearing, like sometimes YAHUAH swear of, you know, that by himself, right? And he said to curse, to cause to take an oath, or to adjure, right? And the word is a primitive ending word, properly to be completed, but used only as a dominative, you know, to sever oneself, that is to swear as if by repeating a declaration, you know, 7 times, you know, to adjure, charge, you know, by an oath, with an oath, feed to be full by mistake, you know, to take an oath, also straightly cause to make one to swear, okay, and then you talk about the swear by his hurt, and you know, don't turn back. You do what you say you're going to do, and that word is like a ra'ah, the Hebrew word ra'ah, and it is like resh and ayin to you know, ra, and it means to be bad or evil. A person want to hurt you, that's what it comes, right? You know, it is to be displeasing, to be sad, to be injurious. That's what a person want to hurt you, right? So when you even though it hurt you, you make an oath, and it hurt to the gut, but because you made it, and you see sometimes you make foolish promises, not thinking. Okay, sometimes my brothers and sisters, we make emotional promises, and then we can't do it, you know, and so when you make a promise, you need to keep it, and even though it hurt you, you know, you got to keep it. This is why reason when we make promises, we need to consider before we open our mouth and say what we're going to do and what we're not going to do. Praise His holy name. Praise His name. All right. So then, to be displeasing, to be sad, to be injurious, evil, to to be wicked. That's what was a person. Okay, to evil. All right, and we talk about. I'll tell you what. We're going to stop here, and we're going to come back because we still have a few things that we need to say on this. So, my brothers and sisters, we're going to ask you to be a blessing to someone today and walk with the King. Shalom.